Hello everybody, my name is Stacy Pease and I'm going to be your instructor for Math 120 this semester for the OT Bridge program. I wanted to make a quick introductory video just so that you could get a feel for who I am, what I look like, kind of make that personal connection before we actually meet for our first class in a couple of weeks. So a few things I want to kind of go into. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm going to give you a few basics on the course itself, and then just kind of give you an idea of what to expect the next couple of weeks leading up to the start of class. So, first things first, who am I? So again, my name is Stacy Pease, and I've been an adjunct professor at Bay Path for the last 2 years. I mainly specialize in teaching Math 120, so it is certainly a topic matter that is familiar to me from having previously taught it. But additionally, in my professional job, I am a quality manager. And so I use statistics in my everyday life to help my business solve problems, to move forward, to do corrective actions, to provide customers with data, all types of different things. And so not only do I teach statistics, but I also use it as a professional. I work as a quality manager for a printing company in East Windsor, Connecticut. We do printed electronics, so it's pretty exciting. I can tell you guys more about that when we meet in person if anyone is curious. But I've been there a couple of years now, and before that I worked in the area in CNC machining. So that's a little bit about my professional background. In terms of my educational background, I did all of my education at UMass, so I am a UMass alumni 4 times over. I did my bachelor's degrees there. I have one in biology as well as one in women's studies. And then I have 2 master's degrees. I have one in molecular and cellular biology and one in business, or an MBA. So that's a little bit about my educational background. So not only do I have the business side where I use my statistics and my quality background, but additionally I was a scientific researcher for many years, and so I understand that side of things too. And so the medical field and the science field is also very familiar to me. And so hopefully we'll be able to connect over that during the course, because I know all of you are OT students, and so I'm excited to have you all as a class this semester. So in addition to my professional life and my educational life, I am a wife and a mother to a 3-year-old. So I'm a busy lady most of the time, but I really enjoy teaching, which is why I do this class and why I teach and continue to. I find it extremely rewarding, and I find it to be something that I truthfully really enjoy. So that's the good news, is you have an instructor who really honestly cares about you guys learning, cares about the material that I'm teaching, and hopefully that'll translate into a really positive class for you guys. A couple of other quick things about me. I'm kind of boring. But so most of the time I can be found either reading or listening to music. My husband and I travel around the country going to live music, so that's something that we love, in addition, like I said, to reading, which is a passion of mine, and cooking. So those are a little bit about me and kind of what I do in my spare time. So now let's talk a little bit about this class and what to expect. So again, this is Math 120, which is an introductory statistics course. It's really meant for just about any major. And I know for you all as OT students, you guys have upcoming courses and projects that are going to include statistical analysis. And so this course is important for you guys in particular because of that. But in general, it's an introductory class, so which means you're going to get all the basics, a basic understanding of statistics. What are some of the most common statistical tools that are used? And I'm also going to incorporate a short project that we'll do in class, which will help teach you guys some of the technology side of how to do these types of calculations using either Excel or SPSS, which I know is something that you guys will be using in future courses. So our textbook for this class, I have the textbook. This is what it looks like. So it's elementary statistics. However, I do not really recommend purchasing the textbook, and you'll see that in my syllabus, which is now posted up on our course webpage. A couple of reasons why. For this course, you are required to purchase a code to what's called My Stats Lab. My Stats Lab is actually put on by the same textbook publishing house as our physical textbook. And so it includes links to the readings. as well as giving you access to the online modules that you'll need to be able to complete your homeworks and quizzes and anything else that I might assign in there. It can be a good tool. It can be a frustrating tool in some ways, my stats lab, but I will help you guys work through that piece. I have a lot of experience using it, the kind of the pros and cons, and you know, I'm very sensitive to that. So if you've had a previously poor experience with my Math Lab product, I apologize, but please know that it is something that we're going to be using this semester, and hopefully we'll use it effectively. So that code can either be purchased at the bookstore on campus, or it can be purchased on Amazon or any of those types of means. Students in the past have found it the cheapest, I believe, through Amazon. Please be sure not to buy a used code. The codes are a one-time use, so when you buy a used code, you don't really know what you're getting. So just be careful that you purchase it from a reputable person or Amazon Direct or something like that to be sure that you're not you know, winding up with something that you can't use. So that's a little bit about the textbook, which I know is kind of something everybody sort of wants to know about right off the bat. A couple of other things. We do have a Canvas site for our course. That Canvas site contains a lot of information. It contains our syllabus. It has different announcements that will be posted, as I have things that I want you guys to be aware of. I tend to use announcements quite a bit. Additionally, it has files and other things separated by the chapters that we're going to be going through, which is going to help keep you guys organized and know what you need to accomplish when. Additionally, there's a calendar which will show you the assignments and when those assignments are due. Let's see what else in there. There's discussion boards. There's a whole host of different activities that are run through our Canvas site. And that Canvas site then syncs with my Math Lab, which allows me to be able to use that tool as part of the evaluation for your grade for the course. So what I recommend in the next couple of weeks, because I know our course doesn't officially start for about 2 weeks, but I wanted you guys to hear from me to kind of get a feel for what you're getting yourselves into, and to you know, kind of just light a little fire for you guys to go check out the Canvas site and to see what's on there. Our first week is going to be an online week. As you guys probably know, this is a course that is both partially online as well as on the ground. So week 1 will be an online week. I've already set up the online module for week 1 with PowerPoints, but I'm going to be posting some additional information for you all as well. Week 1 is a pretty easy set of material. It's really a lot of review about basics of conducting surveys and sampling and those types of things. It really doesn't get into any real math in week 1. And so there will be an exercise that I'll have for you guys and some things to complete for week 1. Week 2, on Saturday morning from 8 to 9:45, we will be meeting, which will be our first in-person meeting. Those will be important because we'll all get to know each other a little bit, as well as be able to answer questions live and do that type of thing. So what I'd like to tell you about that is for our week 2, please plan to be on time. I know it's very early in the morning. However, we will start sharp. We have a lot to get done. But I'm hoping to use that time more to help reiterate the main concepts from the readings, as well as to give you guys time to do in-class problems with me being there. And we will use that time effectively every other week, like I said, to do some practical problems and things like that, answer questions and that type of thing. So they will consist of kind of a mini lecture and then time for us to work together as a group. So that's a little bit about the course. I think that that's probably a good intro for now. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with too much information. But please do check out our Canvas site. If you have any questions, I am an adjunct faculty member. What that means is that I do not have an office on campus. I come to campus specifically to teach you. And because of that, the best way to reach me is email. My email can be found on our course website as well as on our syllabus, but it is SPEASE, my first initials for Stacy, my last name Pease, @baypath.edu. So please feel free to contact me if you have any questions or concerns or just want to touch base. I will be here and I'm looking forward to meeting you guys very soon. And please look for future announcements and other postings that I'll be doing. I will send out announcements as I do those things. All right, thank you guys. Looking forward to a great semester. See you soon.